Hey girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I have something really different for you guys, and it's something that is really personal to me. It's something that I talk about very often in my real life, and I just thought I'd make a video about it because I know how beneficial this can be for girls growing up and teenage girls and even us married girls, because I'm gonna be honest with you, when I got married my body was doing some crazy damn shit. And although I felt like I had my routine on hold and it was like on point and everything, and I knew like this is exactly what works with me, once I got married I was like, what the hell do I do? What am I doing wrong? Why is this happening? And then my mother-in-law shared some tricks with me as well, and I googled some tricks as well, and I realized like when it comes to feminine hygiene, it's different in every part of your life. And although you can have one set routine that will always work, there will be times where you need to add bits from there and there and there. So today I just want to share my tips and my tips and tricks. Try to say that really fast. Tips and tricks. No, you cannot. You just cannot. Tips and tricks. You can't. My tips and tricks with you guys. But yeah, so let's get on into the video. So the first thing I want to say is, when you are growing up, or as a woman even, your body is always changing and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You will have body odor, you will have different changes, you will have smell in different parts of your body. It's like there's times that my back is producing oils and I'm like, why are you doing this? No one even talks to you. Like, why are you reacting to anything? You know? But it does, like, there's different parts of your body and they require different types of treatments. So I just want to break it down exactly what I do and what works for me, and hopefully you can apply this in your own routine. First things first, this is something everyone talks about, but I feel like they've just made it so limited that we're not really using it to its fullest potential. Exfoliation. Exfoliators. Exfoliate. Okay? Now, when people think of exfoliating, they just think of their face. They think of, you know, scrubbing the exfoliator on their face, and they think that's the only place that you can use exfoliators. No, your face is not where the bacteria and the oils are trapped. Do you know where the bacteria and the oil is living? Do you know where it's paying rent? It's not even paying rent. Do you know where it's living for free? Here, right behind your neck, behind your ears. That's where the bacteria is, that's where the oils are, and you're not even caring. You're just letting it live there. You're letting it have a family. You're letting it have future generations building plots and buying businesses, and you know, you're letting it, you know, really make its home. And I just don't understand why. And actually I do, because no one talks about this. And it's really, really important that you exfoliate the back of your neck, lower here. And if you've never actually done that, if you actually put your finger there right now, you will notice the skin there is much more moist than the rest of your body where you exfoliate, because the dead skin is just like building up, you know, like it's just coming up. It needs to be removed. Another place where no one really discusses exfoliation is underarms, and I don't really know why, because it's really important. You have hair growing there, you have sweat entering there, you have, you know, just a lot of, like, you have so much going on there. I don't understand why this is not discussed as much as it should. If you don't know, exfoliation actually helps with ingrown hairs, and a lot of us get ingrown hairs under our underarms. And another thing is the pigmentation, obviously removal of hair and that area always being closed and not a lot of, you know, oxygen reaching. You tend to get darker skin and you get like a pigment there. So the exfoliation helps with the pigment, it helps with the hair, it helps with the, you know, the odors coming completely off, the dead skin. It gets into the creases, you know, like you can really get in there, and you should, because you are allowed. That is your underarm. You get in there, babe. You just get in there, okay? So the next product that I'm going to mention, I've actually never seen many people talk about this. It's baby wipes. I always keep baby wipes in my room. I buy like the 24-pack jumbo box like every month, 2 months. I think every 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks I purchase one. And whenever I go, people think I have like 9 kids when they come into my room, but it's not. It's because I want to feel good. I want to feel fresh. Now with baby wipes, I use the Huggies baby wipes and the 99% water. based. Yeah, so they have like no perfumes in there or whatever, and I feel like that's what I love about using the baby wipes, you know, instead of the other ones, because of the less use of chemicals. So what I do with the baby wipes is whenever I'm like going to bed, or you know, whenever I'm traveling or whatever, and I just want to freshen up before I go to bed or whatever, or when I'm traveling and I'm in a bus, well actually I'm never in a bus, but you know, I'm going for a long drive, or just generally in the middle of the day, I don't want to have a bath today but I feel a bit, you know, sticky or whatever, I just get the wipes and I just clean my underarms, I clean behind my neck, behind my ears, I clean downstairs area, and it really freshens me up and it really keeps those areas clean. Another thing I do is, if I, let's say I want to apply deodorant, I never apply deodorant like just like that. I always use a wipe to clean the area first and then apply deodorant. The reason for that is because a lot of people don't realize that, okay, you used deodorant yesterday and it's still there, whether you can smell it now or not, it's still there. So when you apply another layer of, I use roll-on, the Dove roll-on is the best. I swear to God, I'm telling you guys, if you want to block that sweat, roll-on Dove, the original one, the original one. So anyways, before I apply it, I always clean the area, because I just feel like applying deodorant on yesterday's deodorant is a bit gross, and it's just like building up layers, and it's not really good. I mean, you know what I mean, you know, like, you feel me, you know, like the layer on top of the layer, it's just not good. So I would suggest that whenever you wake up and you're getting ready to go out, before you apply your deodorant, do clean the area. It just helps with today's deodorant lasting longer, and it also just helps with that area in general, keeping it really fresh, keeping the skin fresh, keeping the cells, you know, nice and happy. You want happy underarm cells, you know, we don't want the angry beastly ones that are like roaring and just going crazy. So yeah, baby wipes, you need baby wipes, girl. Now this one, I have never understood why we have to talk about this. But then I traveled to Pakistan a couple years ago, and 2 years ago probably, and that's when I realized why people mention this, because a lot of people still just think that if you smell, you just apply perfume on top. Do we just apply perfume on the garbage? No, we take the garbage out. You know what I mean? Applying perfume on a smell is not going to eliminate the smell. It's gonna be okay for like 20 seconds, and after 20 seconds it's just gonna stink up even worse because of the mixture. And I just never understood how people do this, because it's like when you're smelling, when your body is like producing oils, there's something wrong with that, like it's natural, but when your body is like releasing oils or odor, you kind of feel it, you kind of know, like it feels kind of dirty, you know, it feels kind of like, you know, unhygienic, so you wanna put deodorant on. But some people are just like sweating there with sweat patches and putting perfume on top, and I just never understood how they could do that. And I didn't think people did that until I actually saw it with my own eyes. So guys, you cannot apply perfume as a form of deodorant, as a form of odor blockage, as a form of hygiene. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's not what perfume is for. Perfume is something that you apply after you already like have cleaned yourself, cleansed yourself, and you smell great, and then the perfume is just to add that bit of scent to you. You know what I mean? It's not something that is like going to help you not sweat, or going to, it's just not the answer. So please invest in a deodorant. I would suggest a roll-on. I just feel like the texture of it, like, it's like very gel, and it really helps. It's really strong. I don't use spray deodorants, but everyone's body is different. I know some people who use spray deodorants and they love it, so see what works best for you. But I do, in my opinion, the roll-ons, they are like cement. They, even if when I sweat, I have literally put roll-on on and gone to the gym, and when I'm sweating like sweating perfume, mate. Like, it just smells banging. I smell like a bath. I smell like a sweaty bath. Like, it looks like I'm sweating, but it's like a shower. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like a, like, it's just amazing. So, and my husband always says this to me. He goes, whenever you sweat like a nice smell. And I'm like, that's because because I use that cement Dove roll-on under my arms, and it just really does not let me sweat. Like, it blocks the smell so well. So I can sweat, but I just don't sweat. That's nasty smell. So yeah, get a deodorant, and please don't use perfume as a form of deodorant. So the next one, I have a love-hate relationship with. I just have to do it, you know, we just have to do it, and it's hair removal. Hair removal. I don't even have to say it, that's how much I don't want to do it. But anyways, so as you guys know, hair can collect a lot of bacteria, and we have to remove hair. It actually helps us exfoliate. It's like exfoliator. If you do use a razor or you wax, it actually exfoliates your skin, so it's like a win-win for you. So I mean, I guess it's great, but I just hate going through the process of it. So one of the things I would have to suggest is like removing hair. Even if you don't remove hair from everywhere on your body, you have to remove it from your downstairs area, you have to remove it from your underarms, and well, anywhere else that you think is really, really important, because that's where your body releases the most odor from. I think you should remove it there. But for me, it's just those two areas that I always like to keep super, super fresh and super, super clean. So I think every 6 weeks or 4 weeks, however long your hair takes for your hair, however long your hair takes to grow, you should go for a full body wax. It will just refresh you. It will help with the, like, it will help your hygiene in total, and it's just nice, you know, like having that appointment, going for that appointment, because when you come back, then you always want to have a nice long shower, and you want to use all your nice products and everything. So yeah, this one's really important, hair removal. Just set yourself a routine. Even like I said, if you don't want to do a full body wax or whatever, or a full body shave, just do the areas, like the important areas where, you know, you apply deodorant and, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, hair removal is definitely a very big part of feminine hygiene. This one makes me really worried, but guys, brush your tongue. Brush your tongue. We eat food. I know a lot of people, they brush their teeth and then they go downstairs, and when they, because you still have that taste on your tongue, but when you eat, it kind of goes, but it doesn't go forever, it just goes temporarily. So when you come back to bed and go to sleep and wake up the next day and you're eating again and you're not brushing your tongue, and then you go back to sleep again and then you wake up, can you imagine how much bacteria and disgust is layering on your tongue? And you're eating those chewing gums, I know you're eating those mints and all of that, but it's not working, is it? Why are you spending so much money on mints and mouthwash and all of this stuff when you can just brush your tongue? All you need is a toothbrush, and just use the same toothbrush that you use on your teeth and just scrub your tongue. It's not hard, guys. It takes 2 seconds. It feels great, and it really is important. You can look so good. You can be using the best perfume in the world, but if you open your mouth and green gas is coming out, it's over. It's over. People could think you're the most amazing person, but if you open your mouth, automatically they'll think you're so like tacky and you have no class, and they just think that you're just horrible. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want you to be in that position, because it's like the worst position. I have met people sometimes and they're just so lovely, and I just don't know how to tell them, because it's just something like, guys, like, you should know this is a part of our life. Like, how can you brush your teeth and not brush your tongue? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, like, we're adults now. And if you are a teenager watching this, then babe, you need to brush your tongue. It's really, really important, because it's like I said, like, you could look so amazing. You could bring brand new clothes, you could bring a whole brand new outfit, it could be even your birthday, but if you don't brush your tongue, people are not going to respect you. They're really not. And it's really important for you to be respected, to have a good tongue and, like, you know, good smell coming when you're talking. That way people will listen to you. If you have a horrible tongue and your green gas is coming out, whatever you're saying, no one's really taking it in, that no one's really listening, because they're just so distracted by the smell. So yes, brush your tongue, please. Now, I didn't know this until like about 4 years ago, and 4 years ago I was what, like 22. So I spent my teen years not knowing this. I spent the beginning of my 20s not knowing this, and I know a lot of people who still don't know this, because I actually shared this with my mom a couple months ago, and she was like shocked, like, how, like, really, there's actually something like that. And it basically is products to use for your personal areas. So what product I use is FEMME Wash. It's actually like this really nice, soft, sensitive gel formula that you use to clean the personal parts of your body. Now, the thing is, the pH of your personal areas is very different to the rest of your body. And I know a lot of people that use soap and face wash and God knows what to clean those areas, and it affects it so horribly that then they start suffering from like really like weird discharge, and they get infections and things like that. And I just have to really push you with this, that you need to invest in FEMME Wash. It's so good, it's so sensitive, it really washes you, it really cleans you, and it's so comfortable on the skin that it's like, it's just like a different world. Like, it's a whole different world. And I'm so glad, I'm so glad I found out about it, because now that's literally all I buy. I have to buy that. It's like a part of my permanent routine. So yeah, you guys need to know that area requires different assistance. You cannot use the stuff you use on your face and on your bloody back down there, because that world is a different world. So do invest in products that cater to that area. Okay, so this thing is something that is just so like obvious, but we just don't think about it. So when I got married, I started suffering from a urine infection, and it lasted me like 2 months. Well, not continuously, because then I'll be bloody dead, but it was like on and off, on and off, on and off. And I never ever suffered from a urine infection, so I was like thinking, what the hell is going on? So when you think of infection, you automatically think you need to be clean, wash. So I started bathing every day. I was cleaning myself every day. I was using wipes, I was using FEMME Wash. I was doing everything I could possibly do. But then I found out that the reason I have the infection is actually because of internal issues, which was I was not taking in enough water. So I have to mention that when you are taking care of yourself, you can apply a million products, but if you are not taking care of your inner self, you will have a problem. You will produce things or infections or odors, and that won't make sense to you, and you could probably invest in like so much money, but it will not cure it, because it's not an external issue, it's actually an internal issue. So guys, drink your water, eat your fruits, try and have a lot of yoga, it helps a lot, and just make sure that you're trying to eat as healthy as possible. I know it's not easy for some of us, but you can do your best. Just do your best, that's all that matters. So this next one, my husband thinks I'm like really excessive and I have like OCD, but I don't. It's just something I saw growing up. So when I was really young, I used to sleep with my grandma, and my grandma used to change the bed sheets like every 2 days. Like, I don't know how long you guys keep your bed sheets, but I keep mine for at least like 10 days. I think 10 days I keep them at least. No, not at least. I think I do change them every 10 days. But she used to change them every 2 days. And whenever she used to change the bed sheets, she used to apply perfume all over the bed sheets, like the new bed sheets. So with me, whenever like I have a shower and I have new bed sheets, I always have to apply perfume to the bed sheets and to myself. And like, I know you're probably gonna think, oh, you need to chill, but you don't have to use expensive perfume for your bed sheets. I use like a really nice like a medium toned. It's not super strong, it's not super dull, it's like a really nice tone. It smells fresh, and it just makes me feel extra fresh and extra clean. And whenever I go to bed, the bed smells great, and then it makes me smell great. And then I spray some perfume on myself as well, so it's like that area is like, it's like a spa. Do you know what I mean? But I think this is really important for you to keep your bed sheets smelling really well, because a lot of times our bed sheets trap like oils and sweats and stuff, and if we keep them for too long, eventually they start projecting it onto us, and it just becomes this really horrible mix. So clean bed sheets are very important. Even if you don't apply perfume to them, it doesn't matter. Like, you should always change your bed sheets every like 7 to 10 days. But anyways, yeah, so bed sheets are a must. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and if I mentioned something that you don't agree with because you do something else, do leave it down in the comments down below, because I feel like everyone's body is different and we all need to try like different things to find what actually works for us, because that's what I do. There was a time I was using deodorant, the spray, and I remember it was making me smell worse, and then I went on to roll on and I was so happy, and that's exactly what I use. So yeah, do leave your own suggestions down below. We can all like learn from each other, and I feel like with hygiene it's different throughout your life, and it's like in every stage of your life you have to do different things. So yeah, we all need to get together and just share our tips. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care guys, bye.